Welcome back, one and all. I'm the Patient Wolf, and we are in the deepest Roman night here. We are wearing the Brutus armour that we so dutifully collected the seals of, and then it took us a while to find our way to the blessed armour, but we have it. We have it here. So, in this episode, the start of this episode, I think we're going to try and tackle the DLC, the Copernicus DLC, and also the Leonardo DLC. So there's a fair bit to get through. Don't have as long as usual today to do it either. But I also want to get these Subject 16, and over there we can see the Colosseum towering over this this countryside area, this sort of peripheral area of the city. And on the top there I've already highlighted a place where we can grab one of the glyphs. We've got 5 more. We've done 5. We've got 5 more to go. And that 5 will reveal something called the truth. And yeah, it's preferable to have the truth. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that is, because I can't remember for the life of me what it may be. It's supposed to be on the northwestern wall. We can see a glyph of some description, and there it is. We got close enough for it to be activated. Alexa, welcome to the stream. Alexa says, it's a shame these streams aren't reaching as many people on this channel. It's true. Less people. But I quite like it on this channel. I have to say. Separate and organised.
That's certainly audacious.
Glad to have you here though, Alexa. Ooh. Where are you? There you are. And do you think I can reach up there with the old jump and grab? No. So we'll have to snake round somehow. Oh! Oh no! I had nothing to grab. That's a wonderful start. Let's try that again. Are we still on this side? I think we are. There it is up there. Right, let's start coming from this side a little bit.
What the devil is he doing?
So Alexa says, I know you've got your old channel trailer, but I'd like to reach more people. I recommend making a short video. The thing is, Alexa, yes, I'd love it to reach more people, as many people as possible. But the thing is, there's only limited time in the day, so I'm kind of treating this as a bit of fun for myself. I actually I get more value out of the games I play when I kind of commentate. So even though I'm commentating to a handful of people, I'm still very much enjoying it. So yes, I'd love more, and there's so much you can do to promote your channel. And I'm aware of a lot of the stuff I can do, and there's obviously a lot more to learn about how to propagate the word, but I haven't got the time. So this is, I'd love it to be more serious, but as in with every slice of life, there are priorities, and the other channel is unfortunately a priority. Well, let's see if we can grab this and not die. Same trouble again. Same trouble again. You've got to really catch it. I swear I pressed it, but maybe I pressed it too early. But yes, you are right, Alexa. Do you know what? I'd love to pay for like a channel producer to do all this stuff, but it's just me. Unfortunately, I can't afford to do that. But one day, maybe I can get a channel producer and that they can sort of organise all this stuff. I honestly do not know how to grab that. I very much don't know how to do that. I've tried it twice now, and it's not holding on. Can't get up here. There's nothing, there's no way to get up there. You're supposed to be able to grab onto it, aren't you? But it's just not catching. Maybe it's because... Oh, might be now. There. What? I don't know why that was happening. Maybe I was on a ledge that was too far over and I wasn't able to catch it. It was too overhanging. Maybe that was the reason. Right, there's not many people in the chat right at this moment. Cluster 6, let's remember that. So I might, if I'm not able to do it, I might need the solutions.
90% of input missing. Outputs
These
confused.
are difficult
Shut down.
for me.
Shut down. Shut down active. Trap.
Okay, some computerized voice talking of technical problems. Right, another set of imagery under a theme. We've got President Bush and Boris Yeltsin with musical staves on there. I don't know what that plays. Maybe a national anthem of some kind. Important men befriended Russia as the Iron Curtain was blown apart, but the most influential comrade stayed out of the spotlight. Well, is that Bill Clinton there? 1993, 2.5 billion in aid from the US Congress to Yeltsin after he disbands parliament. Is it this guy? He looks quite... Gorbachev 1990, man of the decade, brings democracy to the Russia, establishes the constitutional court. Man of the decade. Yeah, well, he dismantled communism to a degree. What's this? Perestroika, the dream of a democratic state led by the people. (1991) Secret meeting called in Belovezhskaya forest. Yeltsin unseats Gorbachev, becomes leader of Russia. 93, Parliament disbanded by Yeltsin as he seizes control of Russia. Decree 1400, Constitutional Court disbanded. There we are. There's a cameraman with a Templar cross on his back. Oh, another one of these. Right, 9 is 34. So the passcode... Oh god. Correct coordinates found. So the passcode for 5 is nothing. So does that mean it's 42? Is it opposites again? 4 is 20. There's not even a 20 on there. Bloody hell. This is like Mensa stuff. So 5 is 20. Why on earth is 5 is 20? So if I make 9 34... Why is 5 then 20? Is it going up in sequence? So 9, so that's 4. I don't know why. There's some kind of really good reason. That is, I've got the answers here, so I'm just going to do the answers. 27. I'm just not clever enough. 1 is 33. And 8 is 13. Got the answers. Tried to do it myself. Didn't work.
Loading.
Mr. Yeltsin, this is from 10 Downing Street. I'm writing this letter to encourage you to act. One rarely finds oneself in such an opportune position. Gorbachev does not have our interests at heart. He is moving far too slowly to privatise, and my deep fear is he has no intention of doing so at all. I understand that you have expressed similar concerns. With that in mind, here is a proposal to remedy the situation. Several of my top advisors at the company maintain a monetary connection with the communist old guard. They tell me that a riot might easily be incited while Gorbachev is away. If you were to repel an attempt to seize Parliament in front of the media, it could very well tip the scales of power in your favour. Telephone me at number 10 and we shall talk further.
Loading.
So they're sticking their oar in the wheels of politics throughout the world to bend it to their will. A very tightly, finely balanced way of doing that. Okay. So that'll go up, and that'll go down. No. No. Let's take that off. So that kind of wants to go, no, up like that. Then we need one to go up, one to go down. So it's not that. Right, reset. Trying to work this out. Okay. Jesus. Not a clue. Right, reset. Select a combination. I've got the answers here. Select a combination of 6 waves on the left so that the white line that forms the right matches the pre-existing. In this case, select the left and middle waves in the top row. And the left wave in the bottom row. Okay. Well, they say if you
Alpha Bank, I'm phoning on behalf of British Petroleum. Yes, we were told you would be calling. As you know, we are very interested in acquiring Sidanko oil. And as you know, that will require a merger with our bank. That should not be a problem. Were you surprised at the low price of the deal? Somewhat. You know we have the peasants paying for it. The government gave us their tax money to buy all the companies.
We would like to fly out there as soon as possible to discuss terms.
Thursday works.
Done. Thank you for your time.
До свидания.
sticking their oar in. This is 92. So this is just before...
I'm phoning on
Ooh.
behalf of BP. We fly to Russia next week to secure the deal. Our new capitalist converts there behaved exactly as expected.
I'll let them know.
Thank you.
Loading.
It's funny that they're using actual real companies here. They use BP there. I'm not sure BP would be too happy to understand that a game is representing them as evil, although they probably are. historically. Very evil. Evil people that mess around with politics. So, although his piece represents a saviour, his self-serving actions reveal him as counterfeit. Reveal him as saviour. Oh, self-serving. Reveal him as counterfeit. Oh, we can do that. Well, if we do that, we'll basically get the queen. Because the queen's trapped. Oh no, because the queen could take the knight. We could still trap the queen like this. Don't quite know what that was doing.
Quarantine zone.
So that is your man. I've just had a brain fart and forgotten his name. The Russian leader.
Quarantine lifted.
What's his bloody name? Yeltsin Gorbachev, and the Russian leader that's just invaded Ukraine is called... Just had a brain fart. Anyway, that was him. We've got 4 more to get. Brock, thank you. Move the knight. Thank you, sir. We got there. God, so, you know, names just disappear from me sometimes. And I've no idea why. One of the most famous people on the planet, and I've forgotten his name. Welcome, Armin. Welcome, Brock. We're going to go and find this next glyph. Using a guide. Right. Number 9. Putin. Nikki. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Vladimir Putin. How can I forget that name? It's like forgetting Morgan Freeman, or Tom Cruise, or Jesus. Very different people with very different religions and desires upon the world, but yes. Right, this glyph is on the north-facing wall of a tall tower. Number 9. Let's go and find our way there. It's right down here. On a tall tower, right in the middle of the country. Yep. I think that's a sign of hopefully, hopefully it's not more sinister. Like I've got some kind of early onset dementia or something, because it literally has been all my life that I forget stuff. Names. I'm always forgetting names. If someone, if I'm introduced to someone, I will immediately forget their name. I've tried to, if I'm really on it, and I shake that person's hand or get introduced, and I look them in the eyes, and I say the name back to them, and then I'll retain it. But if someone just says, "Oh, this is blah blah blah," I just don't retain it. Faces, I'm unbelievable at. I used to work in Soho in London when I first started my career, and I was getting people lunches and stuff at lunchtime, and I used to walk about and used to see so many famous people that famous people actually aren't that recognisable when they're in the day-to-day clothes and on their day-to-day way around places, and they haven't got their day-to-day acting expressions and being sprightly people. But I could just see people straight away, but never remember their names. So I'm good with faces, terrible with names. Even I forgot the word names, so you know what I mean. It's just endemic. Nicky says it's very typical of neurodivergent people to forget names and details like that. Yeah. People are less important to me, I think. No, that's not true. I love people for short periods. I find people fascinating. I love people watching from afar. My boy is waving at me for some reason. We'll find out what that is in a minute. Okay, yes, we are taking a moment to grab these glyphs where we can. There's a good way up.
Am I dreaming? All the bullshit runs down to hell.
Hi, Mozza. What, your Switch? Oh, right. Oh, gutted. Well, play some football or some Hogwarts or something. I'm on a stream here. There's a handful of people throughout the world. Say hello. That's my boy. He says hello. There's 10 concurrent viewers, and they're all wondering how you're going to get over this Fortnite debacle. Can you play something else? All right. Toodaloo. Bye. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Dragging us out of the... There it is, up there. Dragging us out of this world into the labours of the present world. Hello, Sparrow. Yes, we made a stream today. Not long, though. My boy had football today. He made a glorious assist. I was very proud. Oh, where was it? Where was it? Is it the other side? What have I done with it? I swear I saw it. There we go. Here we go. So Mini Wolf is doing well, but he can't get into his Fortnite thing. I don't know why. It's not loading. That is none of my concern. Not that I don't care. It's just I can't do anything about that right now. I don't know what you guys think about Fortnite, but I've never ever fancied it.
The capitalists think we run these companies for profit. The fools. Those fools work for you. Optional slavery in exchange for pieces of paper. Doesn't that strike you as foolish?
Fire, water and earth are contracted with the complacency of the people away from the people. So are we looking for fire, earth and water? What are we looking? Are contracted. What does that mean? So is this the next cluster? So that was cluster 6. I'm guessing this is cluster 7. Fire, earth and water. Fire, water and earth are contracted. Is that like contractors? People working? Because there's people in 5 of them, and we need 5. Yeah.
Loading.
I'm not going to pretend I knew that one. I did have a solution, but I was trying
Scanning.
to backwards engineer why it was that.
Scanning. What purpose of all this? 30, 476, 1337, 1431, 1520, 1770, 1861, 1914, 1929, 1939, 1945, 1950, 1955, 1962, 1990, 1994, 1995, 2001. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. Emotion centers activated. Now I understand.
So a couple of those dates hit more modern wars, modern as in the last 100 years.
Democracy must die to ensure the stability of the world. Capitalism will end it.
Making use of that created by 3, the centre behind the scenes waited for citizens united to wed the US to the Templars' will. The centre as in the centre politics, so not left or right. Created by 3. Alright, let's have a look about. That's a famous woman I've also forget the name of. Ginger Baysberg? Ginger Jaysberg. Can't remember. That is... Is that a bush? When it comes back to the test, can't read that. When it comes back to the test of whether we are doing our job or not, it's whether we're promoting development, not whether we're promoting democracy. President of the World Bank, Deputy Secretary of Defence. There's a C there. I wonder what that means. Making use of that created by 3. The centre behind the scenes waited for citizens united to wed the US to the Templars' will. Well, there is a C there. I'm going to press that in a minute. Because that is in the centre of the boat and it begins with C. I haven't got a bloody clue what that means. Donald Rumsfeld. Scour the Department of Defence for functions that could be performed better and more cheaply through commercial outsourcing. Well, that's what they've done in our country as well. It started off all right, privatisation, taking away from the government, because it depends if you have a decent government that's well organised and can produce inexpensive public services. But it was privatised, outsourced, and companies just then start to make money. They put the prices up. People in charge take big bonuses. Then they start to cut corners because they want to keep their bonuses. Then the service gets crap. Then it's just as bad as it was when it was government controlled. I'm not, I like the idea of socialism. I even like the idea of communism, but it hasn't proven to work. I like things being shared out, but I also realise things being shared out doesn't promote technological advancement. So we might not be sitting in front of the technology we have right now doing things like this if we didn't, but that can also be a bad thing. But there must be a middle ground. Certain countries, I think, do it a lot better than others. George W. Bush. I know it's going to be the private sector that leads this country out of the current economic times we're in. There is a 70 there. That's flashing. Well, that's a Templar-looking flaggy thing. Who's this character? I wish I knew more about politics, but I find it hard to care at times. Condoleezza Rice. The growth of entrepreneurial classes throughout the world is an asset in the promotion of human rights and individual liberty, and it should be understood and used as such. Chevron board, Hewlett-Packard board. And there's Don Evans. It is the government's role to create the conditions, the friendly environment that will attract capital. CEO of Tom Brown. So lots of people lobbying to get things privatised so that they can make some more money, honey. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is better. Yeah, I don't know why that helps. There was a C and a 70. The C got us in there as well. So Brock says, I'll be impressed if you can figure this one out without the guide. The symbols you can see have to do with the next puzzle. Oh, Jesus. Go to the fingers of the Supreme Court Justice in the lower middle. Lower fingers. Oh, yeah, Templar ring. Templar ring. Kiss the ring. Yeah, there's 3 ways to get it there. Okay. Now, they don't make sense to me now, these things. I was lining them up, and that was straightforward to me. That's kind of the remedial level that I was working at. And it was difficult because I didn't get how to do it to start with. But then I got it, but then they flipped the script on me, and it made no sense at all. So what are we on? Cluster 8 now? No, we're still on cluster 7. Okay, so I've got the answer here. So you know what I mean. There's no M. Now, is that an M? Of course it looks like an M, but like a bit of the M is missing. So is that a real M? Yes, I think it is a real M. This one is Z. With a bit missing. A sexy Z. And this is a K. A full K. Alright.
Loading.
Supreme Court of the United States, Washington, D.C. December 2000. Privatization. So this is when Bush Jr. was involved. S. Who's S? I convinced Sandra to join the majority opinion. The enticement of retirement under a Republican president tipped the scales. Although the ruling will differ from our previous decisions on equal protection, it will not call attention to our actual goals. With Sandra gone, we can pave the way for the key majority member of the order to be seated. As discussed, W, is that George W, will prove the perfect distraction. I have no doubt he will restart animosities with Iraq. Let him. It will give C's contractors more work. When the time comes, I will make sure W is given Robert's name. With Roberts on the court, it will only be a matter of waiting for the right case. After the destruction of campaign finance laws, the company will be free to elect anyone they choose to the Senate, the House, and eventually the presidency. Soon our hopes will be realised. Government will no longer derive its authority from the people, but from us, their protectors.
Loading.
So it turns away, takes away from the people, and then unelectable corporations are in charge. So B8, C6, C6C, AB. B8. B8 to C6, C. I don't get this. Our moves are echoes, they are not our own. I've no idea. Not a clue. I don't even understand that code. It says, move the white knight in column B up 2 spaces and right 1. I thought that. Well, that was the piece, but why is that B? Why is that C6? No idea. I was mirroring the other knight, so is that what it's trying to tell me?
The capitalists will do whatever we tell them to. We print the dollars they worship, after all.
Capitalists do whatever they tell us to. It will undoubtedly cripple the ability of ordinary citizens, Congress, and the states to adopt even limited measures to protect against corporate domination of the electoral process. Justice Stevens, clean up of Deepwater Horizon. Oh, that was BP, wasn't it? Contracted out for billions. Yeah, it's like COVID. Our government contracted out to their friends to make PPE and make millions. They're just a bunch of wrong-uns, aren't they? Just a bunch of wrong-uns. Just out for themselves, out for power and control and their legacy, and they don't care about the people. Certainly our government hasn't done for years. Okay. Okay. Now, have you got anywhere nice for me to jump down? Probably here. Probably there. Yeah, Sparrow says, I can't imagine how people just figured this out. It's crazy. It's so crazy how difficult that is. I think. We were talking yesterday about how games aren't as difficult anymore. And obviously the main game isn't difficult, but those things are tantamount to being ridiculous. I wouldn't have a hound's hell's hope of being able to do most of those. I mean, the chess ones, they're fairly straightforward because you can even just guess, just keep moving the pieces. But I had half an idea of those, except that last one. But the codes, I think that takes a level of IQ and problem solving that I don't think I have a hound's hell's hope of being able to decipher. So I just come away feeling inferior and stupid and less than. You know, I want to be built up by the things I engage in. I don't want to be pushed to the ground and called stupid by a game.
Andiamo!
So Brock, I was able to figure out most of the truth puzzles in the game and 2. Well, that means that you're considerably more mentally able than myself. That is impressive. Siva. Hello, Wolf. It's been a long time since I joined in the live. Well, happy to have you, Siva. How are you? Right, you can get down there, girl. Come on. Apparently not. Yeah, so it's those and the puzzles, the twisting, interconnected wheels that cause me the most pain and anguish. But we're nearly there. I think we've got... How many have we got left? I think it's 3. We've got 3. I've just worked out how to do this with the filter. So we've got subject 16. So we've got 1, 2, 3 remaining. And then we will garner the truth.
I long for the day Roma will emerge from this Borgia nightmare.
Yeah, I used to try and know about politics and have an opinion on politics, but I've just had so many instances where I felt let down by governments in terms of hoping something happens that will change something, but it kind of doesn't change. It's just this ever swinging pendulum from slightly left to slightly right, and it swings back and swings this way, and people get a tiny bit of amount of time to do bad or do good, and then the next party comes in and undoes it all, promises this, and it doesn't happen. So I used to want to be politically aligned, and I aligned myself to the left because I thought the left is generally more people focused. But I've just stopped aligning myself now because I used to think it's only the ignorant. It's only the ignorant that say politicians are all the same. Politicians are all the same. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. And I used to think, just read a newspaper, sir. But that's half the problem, reading newspapers, because each one's got an agenda, and they get you riled up about this and riled up about that. So I used to pretend to be well informed, but now I'm just not. Yeah, I want to get up there. So we are number 10. Number 10. How are we going to get up there? Lock on the north face of the aqueduct arches that go through the village. So we need to go around there and have a look. Lock on the north face. I can hear it glistening. Okay. So we need to get up there. How am I going to get up there? What is the best way? It can't be running and jumping, can it? No. Is there a better way around this side? It's that tower, isn't it? Of course it is. It's that tower. When do I jump over? I think... No. There we go. So on the north side. North side. There we go. Oh, that's so fucking frustrating. I definitely dropped, definitely pressed grab, and it didn't do it.
Great news from the east. The Turk has completed his advance upon the kingdom of Montenegro. Before the few fighting on a mass scale of
So sorry I'm making a terrible meal of this. It's not my intention to waste anyone's time, especially my own. Right. Maybe if I grab onto that. There we go. Can I get down? So I want to get down, but it's not letting me. I'm trying to go down to the drop down. I mean, can I, if I press... What am I doing wrong? Well, I need to go to this this doctor for a start. So Nicky says it's the timing of it all, though. When and how you're clicking the buttons, Wolf.
All who need
It's the
aid
timing
are
of it,
welcome
Wolf.
Need rest, and you should be well recovered, friend.
Right, you've got to move away and then go back.
Don't be shy. I only aim to heal.
There we go. Wanted to speak.
You should feel better now, but take care in future.
Right. So Brock says Eagle Vision's got to be on. I thought it was on. This game is evil. There are evil moments, that is for sure. Nicky says, stay there and fix the camera down and be still there. Be still, my beating heart. For fuck's sake. Right, so I'm going to try and do it from here. I think you were right, Brock. I think the first time I did that, the Eagle Vision wasn't on. So I just dropped and grabbed onto the ledge that was I felt was there. Right, cluster 8. Sorry, folks. Got there
Loading.
in the end. Oh, another one of these beauties. Right, okay. Another one of these absolute beauties. Obviously, it's not going to be as simple as this. Okay. That's moving that round. So I'm guessing the Native American is at the top. And that is Oh, wow. 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 So yeah, no idea. So let me come out and then go back in. I might have to use a video because I actually don't understand the puzzle explanation. So puzzle 1, left 5, up 3, left 3, down 2, right 1,
Loading.
down 1. So I'm guessing it's working from the middle outwards. Left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 3. 1, 2, 3. What? Oh. So, cluster 8 solution. I'm just going to have to actually look on YouTube. Cluster 8. AC Brotherhood, Subject 16, Cluster 8. Here we go. Let's come out and start again. Right, here we go, fair sir. How are you doing this? Hopefully it's someone that knows it and it's not going to mess around. Here we go. There's actually in the description there is a better explanation, so let's look at this. So picture wheel. Picture wheel. Ring 1. Inner.
Loading.
So there's 3 versions. So picture 1. Inner. Rotate right 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ring 2, rotate right 1 time. 1. Ring 4, outer. Rotate left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? Right, let's see how he does it. Right, here we go. Okay, so he's inner.
Loading.
Okay. So that's what's highlighted. Sorry, you can't even see this. I'm just muddling through. Bear with me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So now we need those two. Move that like that. Okay. Then the center two. Move 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should do it. If I do the center two. Oh, jeezness. There we go. Good evening and welcome to television.
Loading.
Hey Leo, how you doing? So Nikki says, didn't you go right instead of left on the last there? Well, it said go right, and then rotate left 3 times. I may have done, Nikki. I may have done. Research Division, September 1985. You can see the depths of my mental disabilities when it comes to problem solving. So, just delighted that I can speak and walk and pick things up and interact and open doors and fridge, that's useful. Research Division, September 1985. Dear S, research has progressed far more rapidly than expected. We already have a working prototype capable of mimicking Pieces of Eden capabilities across a network, albeit at far lower intensity. Testing will commence locally on Subject 4 between his Animus sessions, as per our plan. If all goes well, deployment will occur worldwide. Your dream is about to become a reality. Soon, capitalists and workers will be locked in a closed loop that is safe and prosperous for humanity. No more war, only desks, cars, and TV sets. We will protect them and keep them safe forever. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. Safety, and cars, and TV sets, and being safe, and being protected. As long as, it's like the Matrix when he eats a beautiful steak, and he'll take that any time than the real world. I get that, but it's the knowing you're trapped, I think, is the problem.
Loading. Infinite rooms. Dimensions unknown. I am alone. Nothing alive. No light. No warmth. Packets moving. Husks through the darkness. I am frightened. I am frightened. Loading.
Oh, it's another one of these beauties. It's another one of these beauties. I could sit here and work it out, but you know what? It's April 2011.
Hello, Comstatic Customer Support, Diana speaking.
I'm calling in reference to your HD cable service. There seems to be some kind of picture between the channels.
Well, that's funny. Are you sure it isn't just one of those premium movie channels? I didn't used to have a premium package at home either, and sometimes little snippets of the channels would come through when my son Jimmy pressed the clicker too much.
How old's your Jimmy?
10 and cute as a button. Thanks for asking.
I love this.
My Paul's 12. But no, this isn't a clicker problem. I go to change the channel from 172 to 173, and instead, there's this other channel in between. I'm looking at it right now. It's some kind of menu.
Sounds like our guide channel. Why, just the other day, Jimmy...
It's not the guide channel. It has my name on it.
Oh no.
His name and a list of things we like. My credit card purchases, loans, travel. And then after that, there's this gibberish about biometric patterns and optimal screen refresh frequencies. There's some kind of heart monitor things that says EEG wireless next to it and ARAS. don't know what the particulars of this are, but it looks like your cable is programmed to have some kind of effect on our bodies.
Well, sir, I don't even know how to respond to that. 1 second, my supervisor's just come over. She says I should transfer your call. Have an ecstatic day with Comstatic.
Hello. I have been briefed on your problem. A technician is on his way.
Thank you.
no.
The more I think about this, the more I think something bad's going on here.
Our technician should be there any minute, Mr. Jameson.
But don't bother, right?
Oh no.
Daddy, there's someone standing at the door. He's hitting the door real hard.
Have a good day, Mr. Jameson.
Have a good day, Mr. Jamerson.
Loading.
So Comstatic is a Templar-owned operation where they are actually making money out of it, selling entertainment, but they're also adding an element of control and surveillance. Doesn't that sound quite familiar? I don't know about the biometrics. I mean, maybe if you wear an Apple Watch, maybe, or anything like that, maybe it is being telegraphed. But certainly our information and what we like and our credit card details is not beyond the realms. Watch, move fast, shift from first to second, 0 to 60, don't think. 0 to 60, don't think. Fast. Was that the Queen to there? That's the only one that can get to that car that's 0 to 60. Think fast. No. I mean, does that go 0 to 60? This goes from 0 to 60, I bet. No. Watch. Move fast. Shift from first to second. 0 to 60. Don't think. First to second. 0 to 60. So the king needed to move.
Loading. Is someone there? Hello? Hello? Loading. Quarantine zone.
Although online gaming attracts many people away from reality, make sure these virtual worlds do not become too utopic. We don't want people to question their own lack of success in the real world now, do we?
So 29, was that the Wall Street crash, 29? Or was that the... Was that, what, 35? 2001? So we got one there. One there, one there, so one there. One there. One there. One there. And one there.
Quarantine
Wow.
lifted.
So Sparrow says that was the Great Depression. Okay, that makes sense, because the actual lines were depressing. So 2 left. Let's hope that the next ones are kinder. I imagine the clusters get harder as they go along. Okay, 2 more left. We can do this. We can do this. So there's one up the north. Right about... right about here. Right about here. And it's number 6 on my list. And on the east side of the outside wall surrounding Bartolomeo's Fort. On the east side of the outside wall surrounding Bartolomeo's Fort. East side of the outside wall. Right, we shall head north. So how is everyone doing this day that's on the stream right now? Are you having a fine day? What have you been treating yourselves with in this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you find yourself. Has your day been successful, relaxing, full of industry, full of chill and weak recovery? I attended a football match, which was quite fun. They won 3-1. And yeah, so it's been quite nice so far. And after this stream, I'm going to take the kids along for an ice cream. So it's filled with joy. So Nikki's eating her breakfast at the moment. Super. Right, this is Bartolomeo's fort. And there it is. Right where it said it would be. So, likely... No, I think we can just get up there. Game. We can just get up there. Right. Let's hope this cluster is slightly more forgiving than the last one. I think this is cluster 9. Right, this I think this one is going to be a bit easier. Cluster 9.
Loading.
Right, let's try and work this out. I do have the answers here, but let's try and work this out and see if we can feel less stupid. They listen to us with these vehicles that are faster than race cars. Vehicles that are faster than race cars. So I can see a telephone wire there. They listen to us with these vehicles that are faster than race cars. Not a Scooby-Doo. I can see, like, that looks like telecoms. That looks like telecoms. I can see a telephone wire there. Where are... You can make them bigger, can't you? You can make them bigger. Yeah, there's a telephone wire there. Okay. That's got a telephone wire. That definitely has. Can't see one there. Can see one there. Can see one there. Hey!
Loading.
Hey, hey! Yeah?
I know you
I got
are
that.
there.
I used that.
want to
I
go
used the
home.
brain.
Home. Please. I need you. Don't leave me here in the dark. Loading.
So there is a computerized voice, very, very lonely and traumatized for some reason. This is November 2004. Right, again, let's not subject ourselves because I have the solution.
Pull over here.
What's going on, Gary?
I want to speak to you alone. You know that CIA stuff from my new book?
About the corporations?
It's so much bigger than I thought. Bilderberg is just a red herring. I'm going to give you a name. Abstergo.
I have no idea what that is.
A shadow corporation. They aren't listed anywhere. No stock options, nothing above the boards. But their members have holdings in other companies. Coke, Kraft, the pharmaceutical industry, Detroit, Wall Street. Basically, every company above a certain size has ties to Abstergo.
So?
They're on their way to running the entire world. They have people in government too, for Christ's sake. Listen, I needed to tell someone about this because I've been keeping all the research a secret and I can't hold it in anymore.
What will you do now?
The book. It's going to be about this. Trust me, once it's on the shelves, everyone's gonna know.
Vehicle monitoring system terminated.
Hello, D. Tell headquarters I'm monitoring a situation. Now, it's nothing serious, but we'll need someone to take care of a security risk. Perfect. Congratulations on that promotion. Keep up the good work.
Loading.
Another chest solution. It's interesting. We're talking about Abstergo. So that he was talking to a female interlocutor there, talking about Abstergo and never heard of it. But they've got ties to so many things. So in 2004, it sounds to me it wasn't prevalent on people's minds. But I get the impression when we moved to kind of Black Flag Rogue era with these big Abstergo Entertainment, Abstergo this, it looks like they brought their name to the forefront to be this kind of marquee household name like Amazon. But in that time, it doesn't look like it was. So he's discovered this company called Abstergo. He's digging into it, and they obviously monitored that, and they're gonna make sure that that doesn't happen. So here we have another chest solution. The Dark Horseman approaches. This is this guy. She can hear you along the straight and narrow, but once the adjacent slope, observe the white of her eyes. She, that's the queen, can hear you along the straight and narrow, but once on the adjacent slope, there, you can see the whites of her eyes, and that's check, right? Please. Surely. That's the adjacent slope. But once on the adjacent slope, observe the whites of her eyes.
Loading.
Well, that's a bishop. That's not a she, as far as I'm aware.
Peasants are like the sea, raging and unpredictable. That is why we have built walls.
I do not see any walls.
No? Look around you. A shelf of soda here, a case of candy there, magazines, talk shows, pills. The walls of the 21st century surround us.
Quarantine lifted.
Okay, well, that one was easier than it should have been. Than it could have been. Last one then. And then we're going to get the truth. And do you know what? I'm excited because I cannot remember a hoot. A hoot about it. Not a dicky bird can I remember of what this is about. So I'm looking forward to that. Where are we? Where are we? Next one, last one. Last one is here. This is number 5. The glyph is on a big wall deep inside the fort. Got to get deep inside the fort. On a big wall deep inside the fort. In fact, it is just here. Would you like to get deep inside my fort? I wouldn't mind, if you will. Deep inside the fort. Deep inside. Can't ever tack that onto anything without making it sound dirty, can you? Deep inside. There's just no way. Deep inside. Where? Castra Praetoria. Let's read about this, considering we've just enacted it. The Castra functioned as the ancient barracks of the Praetorian Guard of Imperial Rome. After Constantine's victory over Maxentius in 312, he destroyed the barracks, although the Guard had been the Emperor's protectors for centuries and were simply doing their job defending Maxentius. It appears Constantine was unable to forgive them. They were disbanded forever. Various Sean type quips at the end that we will out of principle ignore. I roll my eyes at you, Sean, far more than is healthy. Okay, so this is where we killed one of... We saved... Let's remind ourselves of the names also. We saved Pantasilea from our target, who was Octavian de Valois. Bartolomeo needed our help. And he was incandescent with fear that she was going to get got. But Pantasilea, I don't know, there's something about that girl. She knows exactly where it's at. And she's calm and cool as a cucumber. And a tactician, and I just think he's just a lucky guy, I think. I think in a different time she would have ruled the world. That's funny, Nikki. Back to deep inside. If you add the dark, scary forest, it won't be dirty. That's very funny. That's right. As soon as you add something that kind of eclipses the dirtiness with fear,
Where have
the best way to get rid of dirtiness is
you.
fear.
Loading.
Hello? Another one of these. Right, let's again see if I can do it, and then I'll get a video going on. So this is cluster 10. Let's see also if I can discern the... So cluster 10. Speaking of dirty, we have Adam and Eve, I guess. But who is the other? Is that one of Cain or Abel? Right. Here we go. So again, all interconnected. So right 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, up 3. No, it's just not going to happen. Cluster. That's cluster 8. Now let's go for cluster 10 solution. Cluster 10 solution. No, thank you. We're there. We're so nearly there. So it doesn't actually relate to the location.
Where have you been? I missed you.
Here we go.
Loading.
This guy doesn't look like he's gonna... He looks like he's gonna mess around. Let me find a better one. plus to 10 solution. Here we go. Here we go. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Guide. This one is from MLW Games. This has had 380,000 views, yet he only has 1,000 subscribers. He published this 13 years ago. I wonder what he's doing now, MLW Games. I bet he got a bit sort of disillusioned that he gets so many views and no one hangs around. They just take the information and leave, without a like, without a comment. One, two. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2. Now the center ones. 1, 2. Center ones. 1, 2. And now the outside ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, MLW Games. You're going to get a like. You're going to get a subscribe. And you're going to get a comment. Where have they put the comments these days? What shall I say? I love you more than words can fathom. I bet that we could be very good friends. You saved my playthrough, and that is the truth. Do you think you'll get the reference? Do you think you'll get the reference? The truth. Comment. There we go. MLW Games. You've helped me. O brave new world, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? So it's the world, and is that communications? Is that travel? I imagine that's waveforms. The theme has been communications.
Loading. Reasoning centers active. I understand. I understand what I must do. Why I am here. I must. Long-term memory centers active. No. No. Get it out. Get it. Kill me.
No, no, no,
Loading.
no, 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 no. Right. A product that we make without hands or machines. A product that we make without hands or machines. A product that we make without hands or machines. So what are these guys? Children? Do you think children? There's children there. There's children there. There's children there. There's children there. He certainly can't make babies with hands or machines. Not the traditional way, anyway. Oh, get in!
Loading.
Get in, brain.
It's about genetics. They were born into their place. We merely have to help them accept it.
With each passing day, the people get stronger. Freedom ascends, heralding a revolution. With each passing day, the people get stronger. Freedom ascends, heralding a revolution. Well, this is something that they wanted. The Templars wouldn't have liked revolution unless it allowed them to put someone they wanted in power. So some revolutions they quashed, some revolutions they encouraged. Stand against them united. Stand against them united. I wonder if these random letters mean anything. Possibly. Stand against them united. Ooh, there's the assassin cross. So it's going to be that, isn't it? What's this? We are changing. The consensus is shifting. Just have a look around, see if we get any more cheeky little secrets. So it's all about revolution. There's the assassin flag as well. So this is, the assassins were in this revolution. Inciting it, maybe. The eagle above. Wow. Now where is this? Is this in Czech Republic? Czechoslovakia? There's peace flags. Pride flags. I imagine we'll see a Templar cross here. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. What am I looking at? Okay, well let's go for this thing here. Right, I'm just going to go straight in and I'm not even going to bother with this. We need, number 4 is 89. Number 0 is 5. Number 4 is 334. It's like I'm doing bingo. All the 4s, some 3s, 334. 8 is 21. And select a combination of the waves, which is quite involved. But we'll read this first. Abnormal brain activity discovered in children aged 3 to 18 years old, 3 months to 18 years old. Abstract. Several recent studies conducted by internal marketing teams revealed that entertainment sales are dropping, protests are mounting, the economy is in turmoil. All market research indicates that the system should be stabilizing, but instead we're seeing the opposite. In response to our team set out to discover the cause of the declining efficacy of Abstergo's control machines. Past studies of bilateral brain activation during television, film and video game use have shown the characteristic ARAS patterns induced by Abstergo's signal patterns. Our study was conducted by a range of test subjects, 30 subjects aged between 10 to 30 who viewed TV programs while resting state fMRI scans were conducted. In contrast to previous studies, 80% of the test subjects showed heightened cortical brain activities. Detailed scans using our prototype DMRI machine revealed an increased rate of neuronal development, plus 30% over that of older age groups. Such a marked increase does not fit Darwinian models. Further studies are required to define the ultimate outcome of this abnormal evolution. So their methods of control through the television and things like that were the population was getting used to it, especially the younger population. So they need a new method of control, and maybe that is using the satellite and the apple to do its work, because the apple was designed to control and activate this receptor in the human brain, because the ones that came before manufactured us to be their slaves and hardwired something in to have control. Right, I'm just going to cheat on this one as well. We have the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more bit of chess involved.
If you are playing this tape, it means I have left this world. And I have left this grand enterprise, Abstergo Industries, our great hope for humanity, to you. Don't trust the advisors around you. They're too enamored with surface, with lifestyle. We created capitalism, but we are not capitalists. Our purpose is noble. The crude system of control we enact through money is merely a bandage on a wound we have devoted our lives to treating. The people of this world are confused, lost, frightened, and incapable of independent productivity. Without us, they'd just be animals, slaves to the others who did not deserve such responsibility. We saved them, remember that. But enough about the past. I must warn you of the great crisis to come. Although those around you deny it, soon we will be unable to manufacture new markets. The people will become immune to our economists and entertainment. When the free market dies, they will turn against us. Therefore, do not delay. By now you have been shown what only the Grand Masters of our order have seen. Now you know why Abstergo, why all of it had to be. And now you know what you must do. Stay the course. We will give them freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from pornography. From disgusting base animal desire. Freedom from democracy. Humanity will thank us in the end. In hoc signo vinces.
Loading.
So that seems to be the Grand Master of passing on the mantle. Stepping down, maybe? Or maybe he's dead? Not sure. But if the free market economy collapses, then the control is gone. Locking people into the hedonic treadmill of earning money, buying a house, paying the mortgage, paying the taxes, paying the utilities, buying new cars, buying products, buying the next product, and this cycle. When that dies, then the prison is unlocked and they are free for good or bad. 64 squares, all ranks and files, every move anticipated, every response engineered. Abstergo created it. It's the company's game. There is no way out. Abran los hoyos tuam liberam mentem. The king F2, your move. The king F2, your move. I've only got one more way I can go here. King F2, your move. Yeah, I cheated on that last bit.
Loading.
I could see it on the thing to go outside the board.
I shut it down. I can shut it down.
Here we go.
But it does not go
what
away.
Is the truth?
It is almost time, Desmond Miles. I know how to open the path. Soon my true purpose will be revealed. Soon I will not be alone. Loading. Quarantine zone.
Here we go. Oh, I forgot to do all this. Got to do all the... all of the... It's like a spiral. It's like a wheel within a wheel.
Quarantine lifted.
This is the truth. Hit me. The miracle is in the Execution.
There's nothing here.
Strange. I'm seeing a massive amount of data.
What does he mean? The miracle is in the execution?
I don't know. Some kind of commentary on nihilism?
He's playing with us. Unless...
It isn't a video. Hang on.
It's not a video.
Launch it yourself when you're ready.
It's a .exe. It's a program. We're entering a program. Oh, I just wanted to see a video. I wanted to be blown away by a little bit of lore recorded back in times gone. And I think we're going to have to jump around things now. Do you want to launch this file? All progress since the last checkpoint will be lost. Yeah. Okay. I remember this now. I don't remember its I don't remember its conclusion, but I do remember doing this now. Now what does it afford us? We're in a strange sub-room in the Animus, where we climb with Desmond. So it doesn't matter that Desmond's in a coma right now, because he is in the Animus, so his consciousness is able to interact with what's in the Animus, but him in IRL is a little bit out of it. So we could have completed this before the end, but we didn't, but it doesn't really matter. Ah. So that there is a puzzle here. It's asked me to do it again. So let's take the stairs this time. Okay, well it's up to 3 now. There's 3 lines. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's just go for the symbol we haven't gone to yet, which is this one. Now there's 4 lines. 4 lines is good. So Nikki thinks perhaps we will meet subject 16. Maybe. Now what do I do now? I've been to all 3 of them at some point. So I take the stairs again? Well, it's certainly changed. Do I jump? Do I go across here? Oh, I'm glad those red bits came up, because I thought I was about to go into my death. Up we go. Oh! Oh, again. Thank goodness. Kind of didn't know what was going on and why that worked on that last thing.
Compiling subsystems.
Yep, I think you're right, Nikki.
Infrastructure. Tendons. Heart.
Voice.
Subject 16?
Yes. Yes. Subject 17.
You're dead. I saw your blood.
No time. It is far later than you know. Too late to save them.
Who?
She is not who you think she is. Everything you hope to become, everything you hold dear, it's already gone.
Explain. Please.
Eden. in Eden. Find Eve. The key, her DNA.
Tell me.
I cannot. The sun. Your son. Too weak. Must replenish energy.
Don't go!
I am with you till the end. Find me in the darkness.
Of course, I remember now. The consciousness of Subject 16 has been entered into the placed in the Animus, and I don't think this was developed. And one of you guys on a previous stream said about perhaps it is touched upon in some of the RPG era games. But basically, we're looking for Eden, and the product of their love would be the sun. S-U-N, moved on to S-O-N, the sun, and that is what the ones that came before are looking for. The DNA to be fused for the sun. So they need to find. He needs to find Eden. But what if he finds Eden? He just doesn't fancy Eden. You know what I mean? And just wants to be friends with Eden. I don't think the sun would work. But there we go. It wasn't a video. It was Subject 16 expounding on the what Juno was saying. So is he doing Juno's bidding? You know, I'm going to get out my special book and just have a look at that. Sparrow says, in Valhalla, it may be explained. I'm looking forward to that being explained, because that was just forgotten about, wasn't it? Just absolutely forgotten about. Forgotten about. Right, let me look at the back about Subject 16 and see how this is developed. Animus, Eagle Vision, Synchronization, Cesare Borgia, Ezio da Firenze. Let's read a bit about Subject 16 here. The fate of Subject 16 is a stark warning of the dangers of prolonged exposure to the Animus. Having acquired the memories of many different ancestors, he began to glimpse the threads of history from many different perspectives. Briefly, this meta-consciousness has enabled him to grasp the emerging patterns from a superior perspective, but his own personality was consumed by it. So the trail of clues eventually leads Desmond to an encounter with Subject 16 himself, or what remains of him, a ghost in the machine. He has seemingly transferred some imprint of his consciousness to the Animus, an encoded intelligence that now hides in the spaces between its virtual realms. Subject 16 critically tells Desmond that he must find Eve in Eden, as her DNA is the key that complements Desmond's own DNA, and the fruit of their union will be a son, a saviour reviving the gene stock that has long remained dormant in Desmond's hybrid lineage. Though they are related in some fashion, saucy, Desmond shows no recognition of the burnt-out fugitive, however, and fails to grasp his predictions. So he's none the wiser. Who was this Eve? Okay. Right. So Brock says, add the Find Eve stuff to the list of storylines Ubisoft abandoned. So it looks like it was a bit of fan service then, Sparrow, when it came back in Valhalla. I'd like to see that and know that and wonder that. When eventually I get there, I'll connect all the dots and I'll... Squeeze me. I'll hope to explain it better. Right. That took a long time, longer than I even imagined. Let's go and quickly do this Copernicus. No, do you know what? Let's do this Templar agent, try and get 100% sync, head over to Pigeon Coop, then we'll go and do this Christina mission. And that might take me to the zenith of our stream. So the sun is a sage, but we never get to see the sun, though, right? Because Desmond never meets Eve. In this realm, at least. Okay, what's wrong, my dear?
Madonna,
Don't! Hasn't he hurt me enough?
I will not touch you. What happened here?
Auguste, my beloved husband. He believes he owns this neighborhood.
The Borgia have given it to him.
He once made signs for the shops in the district. But now he posts lies for the Borgia and hurts those who stand in his way.
Like you. Where is he?
He spends his days locked in his workshop. But I may know how to goad him out.
Lure Auguste Oberlin from his workshop by tearing down his propaganda, then locate and kill him. Kill with the hidden blade.
Tear down the signs he has posted throughout the district. His pride won't stand for it.
Grazie.
Okay, we'll go and find the various posters. Augustine Oberlin. He's a blacksmith. I found a small nugget of history about this one. He was a Swiss mercenary who survived several battles while in the employ of the Borgia before retiring to his own business. Here's what Abstergo says in their records. Auguste Oberlin spreads Borgia propaganda, often making his point with the head of his hammer. Best to avoid that hammer. Okay. So Sparrow talking about reviving the Eve storyline. The writer for Revelations and Black Flag came back for Valhalla and tried to fix some stuff since he was with the series from the start and actually still cared about it. He actually asked, I can't remember his name, but he actually answered one of my questions when I was doing one of the story videos. Like a very simple question on Twitter. I posted a video and he weighed in and said, oh, this was because this and this reason we did that, and this is what he meant, and I can't remember exactly what it was about, but I was quite chuffed that he was... I think someone linked him. Someone tagged him, and then he just answered it. I thought,
me your sick and
good guy.
wounded.
Right, long live the Borgia Bull. The Borgia Bull, yes.
All who need aid are welcome here.
Right. Darby McDevitt, that's it, Sparrow. Darby McDevitt. But he came off Twitter soon after. I thought we were going to be good friends after that interaction. But he came off Twitter. Right, we are bringing down the propaganda posters for the Borgias. He is a proper Templar geezer, this blacksmith. Right, we need to do this. Ah, I thought maybe I could have done that. Loving the hammer. I'm quite happy to stick with the hammer. So in a comic book it is resolved regarding Juno, Desmond, Eden. In a comic book it is resolved. Well, I'll get that comic book. What's it called? Because that warrants some explanation, doesn't it?
Who
Okay.
has been tearing down my signs? I want him dead.
Right, I've got the hidden blade. Right, I'll use the hidden blade, right? So I'll use the hidden blade, so that means 100%.
Requiescat in pace.
There we go. Kill your target with a hidden blade. So, how are we doing for synchronization here? 63. We need 75 for all of our Christina missions. So, I mean, we may have to do some of the assassinations again. The thief missions. The courtesans. It would be such a shame if we're not able to. And of course the Copernicus is related, but I don't think... So the Copernicus side mission is part of it, but the Leonardo one is not. And they've got the guild challenges as well. So we'll see how we go on with that. Right, we're going to head towards the other side of the map here. And what we may do for the first time is do some fast travel to get there. If possible. We've not fast travelled outside of when it was explained to us. We've merely used our own 2 or our own 4. We've not taken the sewers throughout the city. Why be stuck down there when you can take the air? Let's interact. And then I'd like to go to the top left. There, Rosa and Fiore. So Nikki asked, have we done the Leonardo disappearance yet? No, we have not. So we've got Copernicus left, and the Leonardo disappearance, and Christina. But I don't know if we're going to get to Christina, because I don't want to be spamming any more content to get to that 75 if we're so far off. It's a shame. But we'll do what we can. And I do know what happens at the end, and it's not nice. And it is sad. So we may kind of save ourselves from that outcome. But it does kind of shape Ezio, hardens him somewhat. Because kind of that was a legacy of his... I'm trying to think of the word. A legacy of his innocence, legacy of his tenderness, and then when that last mission, Christina mission, is complete, that is closed off to him. That life is forever gone. To become the mentor he has become, that needs to happen. I chase you. I chase you down, Christina. Chase you. Venezia, 1486.
I was hoping to see you tonight. I don't have much time. The Doge's party starts very soon. Nevertheless, I have news. I hear Cristina Vespucci is in Venezia for Carnevale. Weren't the two of you close? Once. Perhaps it would have been better not to tell you. She's with her husband. She may not be too happy to see you.
No. It's wonderful. It's Carnevale. With this mask, she need not even know it's me. I know just the way to draw her attention. Grazie, amico.
So before we kill the Doge in Assassin's Creed 2, plant a note on Christina to lure her away from the festivities. He's going back to his old tricks again, inserting himself into her life. It's another one, isn't it? Inserting himself. Christina, my darling, I must have you alone. Meet me in the alley. Ti amor, amore mio, your husband. So, oh God, he knows no bounds, Ezio, into the things he'd do. So he's pretending to be her husband, so he can get her away with his mask on. Like this, people go to prison for that, don't they? Pretending to be someone you're not in order to... Yeah? In order to... Okay, I'm going to find Christina in the festivities. There. Right, follow her, and I imagine we're doing the steal mechanic, but this time instead, I know, holding X. Yeah, that is the steal mechanic.
There. Now to await her at the rendezvous.
Right, it's Christina. Let's hope she checks her pockets. Sparrow says, I like these missions since they show a more vulnerable side of Ezio. Yeah, taps into his innocent past, where things were less complicated. And that's the legacy of that. The playful legacy. Right, there's laws against that. Deception.
Manfredo, when did you get so romantic?
And he shushes her as well. Something's different.
Ezio, what the hell are you doing here? How dare you?
Christina, it's all right.
All right? I haven't seen you in 8 years.
See, I was afraid you wouldn't come if I just asked.
You're right. I wouldn't have. Ezio, the last time I saw you, you kissed me in an alley and then left me behind to be married.
It was the right thing to do. He loved you.
Who cares what he wanted? I loved you. You had your second chance. Please, Ezio, don't ever find me again.
Yeah, I don't blame her for that. That's well out of order. Well out of order. She should have recognised his voice. That's right. He should have also recognised that he was wearing, assassin robes, like the robes she saw him in 2 times before. Yeah, that was a mean trick. That was ill-advised, Ezio. That was, some people don't like being deceived. It didn't go too far. So, assassin ceremony. 1 recruit is ready to become an assassin. Visit the Tiber Island hideout to attend the ceremony. And Brock, thank you for reminding me of that as well. So, from all angles, we've been reminded. Go to the Assassin's HQ to get to your recruits to level 10. Definitely. I would have forgotten about that for absolute sure. I think before I do that, though, I am going to send more of them out and about. Now, maybe not, just in case. Just in case we can't do the ceremony because they're out of the country, which wouldn't make sense. Sorry. Excuse me. Are we far? We're not far. Stay on this side of the river to Ezio's hideout. We're not far. Okay, on our way to the ceremony. Yeah, I don't have, apart from these streams, I don't have time to play any other games bar what I'm playing. I kind of sacrifice my own playing time to do this, which is more than fine. More than fine. As I said, I get a lot of value through commentating through it, and I kind of grasp the gist of it more when I'm audibly talking about it. It's just the way I learn. So it's an absolute pleasure to go through them like this. But I don't have time to play other stuff. But what are you guys playing at the moment? What are you rocking in your disk drives or your hard drives that are causing you pleasure? Here we go.
ليش وكان مطلق بالكل ممكن. The wisdom of our creed is revealed through these words.
So proud of
we
this.
Work in the dark to serve the light.
So proud of Annetta. I remember when we rescued her.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
Well done, Annetta. You've been an absolute stalwart for all of the game. Our first, our best, our most loved. Well done to you. So Brock's just finished The Last of Us Part 2 again. I'd love to play that again. I've not played that for... It's getting on years now. Nikki's not playing anything at the moment. All my time spent watching your streaming or your vids. That's great. And Estevan is back playing Dragon Quest XI. Not something I've ever played before. Right. I called this episode DLC. But I don't think we're going to do a lick of DLC here. I think we will keep Copernico and the disappearance for its own thing. And I think we can get that wrapped up in 2 or 3 hours tomorrow. So that's what we'll do. It'd be nice to get one more with Christina. It'd be delicious. I know exactly what happens. So maybe we'll discuss that if it doesn't happen. But we'll see. I just can't see us getting up to 75 in the DNA to do that. Where are we at now? 63. It's just, we'd have to do a lot of collectibles and a lot of the side stuff, and for diminishing gains. So we can probably say we're not going to see that last one. So Brock says, I beat Star Wars Outlaws, and now I'm doing a few side missions. Most of them are super buggy and don't work. Brock, how did you find Star Wars Outlaws? It's on my wish list. It looks like I'd be very happy with the world that they're displaying, and there'd be a nice kick from going through that. But I have heard bad things as well. Aman's playing Batman Arkham Knight. I've not dipped into the Arkham series for a long time. It's on my list. And Brock is also chipping away at Valhalla. Well, one day we'll get to Valhalla. We've got one more stream left, folks. By hook or by crook, we're going to finish both DLCs tomorrow. And that'll be Assassin's Creed Brotherhood wrapped up. Then I'm going to move on Monday to finishing off Vice City. And that'll probably be a week and a half's work doing that. And then I'm going to present you with a choice. I have a list of lots of games in my backlog. I'll open up the document now. There are 39. I need to find a way of sharing my screen. Oh, I'll look at it on my phone because I can't get it on here. 39 games that I've never played or meaning to play or having played before and wanting to play on live. Just love to. So there's I won't read them all, but things like the Alan Wake series. Things like Cyberpunk, that I've never played. I've even put Dark Souls in here, which I'm petrified of, but I'm sure a group of people that know Dark Souls can help me through it. Death Stranding be a great game for a stream. I'd love to play Horizon Forbidden West again live. The Mafia series. No Man's Sky, I think that'd be fun. Red Dead as well. We got Nightmare to do and haven't, so that's on the list. Star Wars, Subnautica, Last of Us Part 2, The Witcher 3, Watchdog, which is thick with lore, and some really weird ones. I've got Rayman Legends there. I very much doubt that will ever get voted for, but that's on my wanting to play. Little horror games like Soma, Plague Tale, Hogwarts Legacy. So what I'll do, I may whittle those down in some way and then give you guys an option. But yeah, I'd like to play something blind next. Okay. So Brock says that Outlaws isn't bad. I enjoy it, but not blown away by it. Yeah, I figured that was the case. I figured it was just a solid, half-decent fun time. Ubisoft ticking off the list, rolling your eyes at certain things, but generally along for the ride. A man says you should play Revelations next to wrap up the Ezio Trilogy. So after I have offered you an option of a blind game, or games on my list, I will move to Revelations. So 2 more games away, and we'll do that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going Revelations. Looking forward to seeing how, reminding myself how Desmond kind of wakes up from his fevered dream in there with Subject 16, and the beautiful kind of dusk of Ezio's life, how he's grown older, still capable, hard as nails. I think he's in his late 40s or early 50s, I can't remember. Anyway, he's hard as nails, but still he's just mellowed in lots of ways, and I just think that's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, folks. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. And those watching after the fact, whatever that may be, later, tomorrow, or far into the future, I hope you're well, and leave us a comment to say how you found me. Take care, folks. See you on the next one.